What's up, YouTube family? This your God Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of Ismokehiphop Live. Look, in today's video, I wanted to talk about Abba and Preach. Now, the Abba and Preach situation with Fresh and Fit has been going out of hand a little bit, so I just wanted to dialogue and give my feedback. Now, I obviously been watching Abba, or some people say Abba, depending, I have to say it that way because I have an accent. Some of y'all gonna get on me. It's Abba, it's Abba. I have an accent. I say it the best way my voice allowed me to say it. Respect to Abba and Preach. I've been watching them obviously first and Fresh and Fit. I love what Abba and Preach does. They bring a lot to the table. In totality, I loved everything about them brothers over there. You know what I mean? The Fresh and Fit podcast as well. They were new ringers in this game of YouTube, and they were the new voice, the fresh new voice, I guess. When the pandemic happened, I was introduced to a lot of new content creators I've never even seen in the sector. So YouTube does a good job in keeping us away from each other. I'm gonna bring that later and bring up why am I saying that YouTube does a great job keeping us away from each other. Now, somebody told me they've been in a beef back and forth. This is what's going on. So I did my due diligence to look at what's going on both sides, both parties. I watched the video. I guess Abba and Preach responded to a video, I guess paying for women or something like that. I seen a few clips of it. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't listen to the whole duration, but I watched a few clips. This been a busy week for me due to family circumstances. I watched the whole video in its entirety as far as what I could have watched. And I see that they did a response video to Fresh and Fit. Now, Fresh and Fit didn't take kindly to it. And I hope you guys all know, Abba and Preach already been dialoguing with Fresh and Fit behind the scenes. Abba, his own self, Abba already went on the show. Now, Preach, I don't know what he was doing, but Preach wasn't on the show. Salute to my brother Preach. Now, Myron, which is, I guess, Fit, and Fresh is Prince CEO. You know what I mean? They got their own individual names. They got their names on the channel. They begin to do a response video to Abba and Preach, and the response video wasn't tasteful. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. They were ranting on about Preach's wife, the way Preach speaks. Look, I don't talk with the lips, but I got a fake teeth here. Preach is a Haitian like me. I'm going to talk about the Haitian part, which is the elephant in the room. A lot of my Haitian citizens and friends is like, Bless One, ain't you Haitian? Did you cancel Fresh and Fit? I'm going to give you my opinion. Hold on. Preach is a Haitian like me. He speaks, I don't know if he has an impediment or what, but the way he speaks is just his accent and the way he talks. I got a fake teeth here. Let me show y'all right quick. Let me zoom in. Yup. This is a fake teeth right here. My teeth does look good. Thank you, ladies who give me compliments. My teeth is spectacular, but I do have a fake teeth right here. Certain words, I already had an accent. I'm a Haitian dude that's born in South Florida area with Haitian parents, and I have all these influx of diversity of people. So I already got a different type of speech already. You know what I mean? It ain't a zesty one, but to see that they was making fun of his speech in a certain way, I'm a grown man, I can handle it. I did fall back and went, let's stay on topic. I'm all for the get back and the clap back. I respond back to people too, so I'm not mad at them. It's just that, could have we refrain away talking about his speech, how his looks look, his wife? That was crossing the line. Where I'm at, I say families are off limit. I did a mistake once upon a time ago, a long time ago. There was a guy who did a video of one of the brothers' wife dancing, and they were making fun of her. Although I'm not the one who created the video, I did respond to one of my ops, and I talked about the wife. And I felt like hell. I even called him and said, let me talk to your wife. I talked to his wife individually as a man to apologize. I did. I'm going to say it. It was Brother Sonetta TV. I talked to his wife as a man. There was no pressure added to me. None of that. I just felt I'm a man first. I'm unbecoming of myself talking about a man's family. Me and this guy got an issue with each other. Now I'm bringing other people into it. So I agree with everybody else saying that Myron was off limits with that. Now, when I watched the receipts, I'm not going to lie. I was bothered by some of the comments towards Preach. They were making fun of him. Now, let me fast forward. Now, people are saying they also were talking about Haiti. I did hear Fresh say something about Preachers from the island. And I do know Fresh himself is from the island, from Barbados or something like that. Fresh, let me know if I made a mistake. I was looking everywhere for what was the criticism of Haitian. I heard the word Haitian brought up, but simply of them saying he's Haitian. Now, I did see where Caribbean people make fun of each other because we know each other. All my yardies out there, salute to all my Caribbean friends out there. I got Caribbean friends of many backgrounds. I've been to most of the Caribbean islands, big facts. So I'm not one of these people, when I was growing up, I said, I'm Haitian, I'm better than you, or oh, the Jamaicans, I don't like them, or a Trinidad Tobago, or, you know, I don't get into all that. So I looked diligently. Y'all can show me what was the criticism on Haiti. And I'll change some of the words in the video I'm saying, but I did my part. I didn't find what was this criticism of Haiti. But if Fresh and Fit did criticize Haiti, which I don't think they did, because I'm pretty sure them brothers know where they live at. They live in Miami currently right now, which is an enormous amount of Haitians around that. A lot of political communities of Haitian. It's not just your typical rapper Haitians, and we like talking about Zoe Life and the thugs and all that. You got a real society of Haitians that's been in the Miami communities for overwhelmingly a lot of years. You talking about decades, if not significantly more proportional amount of years than that. And they've been a solid foundation, a solid foundation. You see, I can't pronounce certain words properly, even though in my brain I'm pronouncing it perfectly how it comes out. That's the same situation with Preach. So I get what y'all saying. Once again, the Haitian part of it, the only reason I would have to believe, I don't think they were criticizing Haitians, because I've seen them around certain Haitians. They talk to certain Haitians with respect. I've never seen them disrespect anybody because they're Haitian. But I will say, if it is true, somebody send it to me. Send me that clip, or explain to me what negativity things they said about Haiti. See, I don't like seeing bloggers beef with each other. I seen Abba and Preach response video, which I liked. Abba and Preach really wanted to turn up, and it's to the point people thought they were staging this beef. I even thought it was staged, because Abba and Preach are cool individuals. Myron and Prince CEO, which is Fresh and Fit, they're cool as hell. They've always given me respect. They've never disrespected me. They've never been sedity. I know I hear them talking about numbers and the views they get, which they did mess up doing that. That's the #1 rule on YouTube. Don't show too much money and don't flex how much views you got. I'm going to explain why later. Now, fast forward to this. Besides the things they said, they criticized against each other, I was disappointed to see that this is a real beef. I'm one of the dudes who don't like seeing content creators I'm cool with beef with each other. Like, I'm not taking proudness to see Tommy and Kwame Brown beef, or many other content creators that I watch, because I watch y'all. Like, none of y'all ever shot me or did anything like that for me to have a real beef with y'all. So I do fall back and I look at the situation and I have to say to myself, what can we do to better their friendship? I'm not forcing them to be friends or whatnot, but I want to be the voice, the minor segment, you know, the minority that doesn't mind to say, look, I'm not going to continue their beef. I don't want to see these guys go back and forth. Now, Myron and Prince CEO, which is Fresh and Fit, they deleted that podcast. Out of respect for them, I didn't play any of the clips. I might play them, but I don't want to do that because I rock with both sides. I didn't play neither of their clips in this video. I want to just give my input and say, this is what I mean earlier when I said YouTube allow us to be away from each other. Haven't you guys noticed, you ever ran across a YouTuber? I'm talking about content creators. You ever ran across a YouTuber? And I'm speaking to the regular folks who does the same creation like you. But when you found him, you're like, how did I never see this dude's work before? He's been on YouTube for like a year, 2 years, 3 years. Why did I never knew about him? He talks about similar things like me. You ever catch yourself seeing content creators or people, you like their content? Universally, we accept what they're talking about. Universally. So it's like, why are these people hidden from us? The algorithm projects only who they choose and pick. So what YouTube got going on allegedly, I'm not going to say it's biased or anything like that, but I will say there's a lot of things going on with the algorithm. So we already know we're being kept away from each other because a strong force like Abba and Preach joining forces with each other. Oh man, like, bro, can you imagine a great force like that? They join together and they bring about the change that was needed in the sector. I'm one of these people who's always gonna preach about that. I don't enjoy seeing a great platform like that finally can bring the voice back to the people get shifted and changed to a narrative of beefing. Now, Myron and Fresh and Fit, they do talk about women to a certain point, to this and that, and I guess people can have their own debates about it. Notice I'm not bringing about what they were arguing in the first place about. I'm sticking merely on the beef part because I believe people are allowed to respond to each other. People are allowed the I guess beef, but they're allowed to be in the midst of miscommunication and argument because we're entitled to that. But what I don't like is seeing a build that could happen and that's costing people subscribers right now, because obviously people are noticing Fresh and Fit are losing subscribers. And that's not a good thing. One thing you should refrain away from is showing money on the internet and talking about the views. I think Myron and Fresh, they're new to the YouTube game. So for them, they're thinking this is what you do on YouTube. You know, they're young. You know what I mean? So the way you combat somebody you feel you have a disagreement with is to flex a little bit. But I think they really was trying to show that, like, we rock with y'all. Why is Abba and Preach responding to one of our videos? Like, I thought we talked about this already. I heard Myron said it. So clearly, Myron was more, he probably is one of these guys who have a lot of respect for Fresh and Abba. But once they crossed the line that Fresh and Fit felt like they crossed, they took their initiative to, you know, go back and forth instead of doing the right thing, which was communicate on a phone call. And obviously, you can say Abba and Preach could have done the same thing. I agree with you guys, but I've heard both sides say they communicated behind the scenes. I don't know who's lying, who's telling what. I'm merely focusing on the subject at hand. This is a terrible situation. It's nothing good out of it. I don't know what's gained out of it. I see YouTubers picking sides already. They love it. Obviously, these are not the people I hope that follows me, because clearly they're not supporting my platform for real. They like a certain video I do, so they click on that video. But if I do another particular video that's different from that video they like, they won't support it. And I'm not mad at that neither. We all have our own choice to like who we like. But I'm going to take my responsibility and be a good content creator by saying that's not a good look for nobody. Everybody involved is not a good look. Because at the end of the day, whether you like Abba and Preach more, shout out to my Haitians out there, or whether you like Fresh and Myron more, I'm going to tell you honestly, in the bottom of my heart, I literally see that Fresh, Myron, Abba, and Preach, they're all four good brothers. Four good brothers that are needed in our community. Four good brothers that I would like to see more. I would like to see them grow. The biggest thing out here, you got PewDiePie and all these YouTubers, generic off-brand YouTubers who don't connect to us. And I'm not hating on them neither, but they get like 3 million views every 8 hours per one video. So you talking about probably in one day, these YouTubers get 30 or 40 million views in one day or more. And it's like, I want to see guys like myself or Abba or Preach or Myron or Fresh. I want to see them become the biggest thing out here on YouTube, because it gives content creators like me hope. It gives me hope that I can see brothers connect and actually build. Because right now we're living a stereotype. We're the walking, talking, breathing stereotype of what goes down. Like, I got a nice crib now. I got a nice house now because of my hard work. But I always contribute. Everything that I gained out of YouTube was because of y'all. Everything that I've got and reach in life was because the people who support me, not the fakes who only like the back and forths, the fights. I mean, it is entertaining when we go back and forth, but if that's all you care and you want to contribute to only flexing and us beefing with each other, you're not really a supporter. Even if you are choosing either one of the sides of Abba and Preach or Fresh and Fit, how can you be a supporter if you like to see what they're going through? I don't like to see any of it. Abba and Preach, I love their controversy videos talking about this, and obviously YouTube allegedly is not promoting their videos like that, not, you know, pushing them out there and getting them recommended. Yeah, they've been taking hits. They had to take a certain video down because YouTube don't like them speaking about certain topic, including myself. I feel Abba when he says that. I feel Preach. I love their camaraderie. I love the same thing with Fresh and Myron. How their story of how they met each other. I like this, y'all. Like, I'm not loving what I'm seeing on YouTube. We gotta get better. We gotta get good, man. Respect the Abba. Respect the Preach. Respect the Fresh. Respect the fit, man. Like, I don't have no hate towards none of these guys. Unless circumstances showed me he went out of his way and disrespected Haitians all the way like this and that, I can't comment on it. I can't lie. Do y'all part and show me what did Fresh actually disrespected about Haiti, and I'll talk about that subject as well. But until then, I want to see these guys move forward. I obviously Fresh and Fit move forward, but Abba and Preach, like, we ain't going for it. So obviously I think Fresh and Fit need to have a conversation. They can't sweep it under the rug. I love you, Fresh and Fit, but y'all need to have this conversation. And I think live, you guys are responsible for what you push out there, and you got a strong following now on both sides. Abba and Preach is clearly ready to either box it out or do X, Y, and Z. They got videos of Fresh buying a weapon online. I don't know if it's for Abba and Preach, but this is what they're insinuating. So it is what it is. It's getting out of hand. It's getting to a point of no return. And that's what I'm trying to draw the line in. We don't want to reach the point of no return. You know, I don't want to see that. I've seen many YouTubers destroy things that they took years to build over nothing. I'm just being real. Now, obviously, criticizing someone's wife is not nothing at all. It's a very serious thing, which is why I'm saying they should have a dialogue online and make amends that way in front of the whole world, so nothing is left unfixed and unturned. I'm just being honest with you. Look, I'm your God bless one, man. Thank you for watching another episode of Ismokehiphop Live. Look, love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, gang. Salute.